on Thanksgiving over on WWE.com, they put up a article regarding WWE turkeys, and it's basically in their view gimmicks or characters that were in the company that have failed badly. And of course, and you were listed at number 5 or 6, I believe.
It was
I mean,
it was you and there also another former talent that was there for 3 weeks, Kazarni as well.
Right.
Two of the biggest names that were on there.
so I mean,
Well,
how did this come to your like? How was this brought to your attention?
Nobody,
Sorry.
but go ahead.
No, I was saying, how was this brought to your attention?
Well, somebody had emailed me and said there was something on WWE. I got up, I looked at it, and I was like, all right. I didn't really think much of it, and then, my fiance has started getting text messages and emails, and I just said, you know what? I said, let's leave it alone for today. The more I thought about it, the more I got angrier and angrier, and then, a lot of people, a lot of fans, resented the WWE trying to make a mockery of me. And, my family had gotten upset about it, kind of ruined Thanksgiving. For all the years I've been in the wrestling business, I've accomplished a lot of great things, and I've done a lot of great things. And to watch kids at my table at Thanksgiving get upset and crying because they believe in WWE, I don't think that was great. And I don't think that, was fair. And for them to, I guess the best way to say it is, for them to bully me, and if you listen to their campaign, their anti-bullying campaign, if they're making fun of you and they say they're not, I guess they really are. So take that for what it's worth, and I'm not going to be bullied. I don't take crap from nobody. I never did in 21 years. And Vito LaGrasso, he stands up, and I'm a stand-up guy. I take wrestling serious. If I didn't take it serious, I would never have made it to every major organization around the world. I would never have done all the great things I've accomplished. The charity work that I do across the world, and for all the people I help during the holidays, I don't need to be made fun of. I don't need to have nobody say bad things about me. They could have said it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, and Christmas time coming up. Big Vito is always out there, helping the people. Why don't you follow Big Vito and help him, support the families that don't have much? Or they could have did something in a positive way, and instead they choose to make a mockery of me and my wrestling career, which I'm not going to stand for. Okay, I called Glad. I explained to them what happened. They had it taken down. Okay, I'm still talking about it, and I'm still bitter. I lost, credibility from the wrestling world because if WWE, the biggest conglomerate or the biggest wrestling power, says you're a turkey, and everybody's going to watch it and believe it because perception. Whatever I say, you will believe. Since they are the biggest wrestling company in the world, and the fans and the promoters and everybody believe what they say, that, well, Vito must be a turkey, must not be that good. I have lost 6 bookings out of this. 6.
Oh, wow.
And that's not counting how many more I'm going to lose. And that's just from that article. I'm not happy about it. It cost me, this is the way I make my living. This is the way I still wrestle full time. I don't have a real job where I have a 9-to-5 job. I wrestle. This is what I do. This is how I live. I lost 6 bookings. Is anybody going to replace that money? Is anybody going to take care of me for Christmas? I lost 4 shows this month. That was a good sum of money. Who's going to help me for Christmas? Who's going to pay my mortgage? Who's going to pay my rent? How am I going to buy gifts this coming holiday season? Times are tough enough, and you don't need your work taken away for nonsense. And for a couple of guys down at .com thought it was funny, we do your history. I started out in the WWF in 1991. I've been on and off their TV for the past 20 years. Now, for people listening, the past 20 years, I started out as Vito Cruz or Von Crush. I was originally Skull Von Crush. So you people tell me, and I want you to tweet this to the WWE, how do you treat somebody after 20 years of service? And you know what the best thing is of all, guys?
What's that?
I'm on 24/7 this month for Starcade 99 with Johnny the Bull. How do you like that?
Yeah, seriously. And what sucks about it is that, WWE's had a history of doing things like that before. They've made fun of the Spanish announcers. They made fun of other wrestlers like that. They made fun of Hector Guerrero and all that, and it just personally, when I first saw the article, it was as tasteless as I remember WWF doing back when they first had a .com. And now that they have this whole anti-bullying campaign, and it's not just WWE, it's TNA, even though TNA doesn't do it as much anymore. It just comes down to a point where their maturity level has really gone out the window with something like that, and them pulling it off, them pulling the article from the website may have been one thing, but issuing a public apology and to really put something else out there kind of swept it under the rug, I think. And
yeah, but they didn't put anything out there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't do anything for me to give me back my credibility. The damage is done. Okay? And let me just say this. Okay? For the people down there that are at WWE.com, okay, if you don't know the whole history of somebody, don't write about them. If you don't know about what somebody did or how somebody did, I changed my whole life to do a gimmick. I was broken into business correctly by Hall of Famer Johnny Rodz.
Yeah.
Okay? I have been wrestling for them since 1991, since I broke in. I was on the Manhattan Center, okay? I've done all the TVs. Back then, I went out to the Monday Night Raws. I've even did house shows back then as a non-contracted talent, okay? And then I grew up in the WWF. I learned from the best guys in the business. I took my schooling. I went around to the territories. I learned from everybody. And because of my WWF things, that's how I got to Memphis, to wrestle for the USWA. That's how I got to Carlos Colon in Puerto Rico. That's how I got to Jack Veneno in WCW in San Domingo. That's how I got to Japan for Kendall Nagasaki and NOW. Okay? And then I wound up in Old Japan. And then I wound up in ECW, WCW, XWF, TNA, the WWE. That's going from the bottom, scraping the bottom of the barrel, making it to the tippy top. And then somebody's going to knock me and call me a turkey. Oh, I don't think so. How does that look for Mrs. McMahon, who's still a stockholder in her company? And they have an anti-bullying campaign, and then she allows the people in there to make fun and bully ex-employees. Well, I'm not paid to take your garbage, okay? They have a whole list of other people who they can make fun of. Okay, but the former talent that don't work there no more, I said, so why would you knock them? Why make fun of them? Why hurt their credibility? I was paid to do something, I did it, okay, and I did it very well, and the dress is still going strong because I still do it today. It's one of the most over gimmicks. If people want to see me and want to see some redemption, okay, let's get Vito back on TV. Let's put Vito back in the WWE. Let me fight for the bullying campaign to say that you can't be bullied. Let me fight and let me show you people what it's about. Let me defend the WWE Universe. Let me defend all the people, all the housewives who get beaten, all the battered children, all the people who don't have the courage if they're gay, bisexual, or transgender. Why don't you give me a reason to fight? Why don't you have me come back and fight for their right to be who they want to be and not be bullied by nobody, no matter how big, no matter how strong. I'm a guy in a dress. How tough could I be? Let me fight you guys. Get me back in the ring. Let the fans decide if they want to see me. Let the fans show that I could do it. We could put out a T-shirt to make money. You can't be bullied. Stand up for your right. You can make an action figure of Big Vito because in all the years I've been wrestling, there still hasn't been made one. So there's money to be made. They're all about money all the time and how you can make money, how you can draw money. Have me go on there. You know what? If I lose a fight, I'll gladly take my dress and leave, but I don't think it's going to be like that because if I'm fighting for my job, I'm fighting all the way and I ain't giving up. You're going to have to kick, drag, scream. I'm going to do everything that I have to do to stay there.
Hell
because
yeah.
I ain't giving up and I ain't backing down for nobody.
And
I put it out to you.
It sucks because I mean, a lot of people, and it's funny because you mentioned it before. You've been with WWF or been associated with them for over 20 years, and they treat someone that's been in the business for 20 years and been fully associated with them just because, even though they went to WCW and all that, they've still been in the business and they still have a reputation. And yet, if you're not a Hulk Hogan or a Ric Flair, or Arn Anderson, you're apparently not worth giving respect to in the eyes of Vince McMahon or anyone in WWF for that matter. I think it sucks because they promote, oh, don't be a bully, it's all that TNA does, eliminate the hate and all that. Just to see something like that have to go down, and to see, and they spent, I think it was a few days, it was on there for a few days, and to see them not take immediate action on that was just classless on their part. So I I agree with absolutely everything you're saying, because yeah, you're a big guy. You're what? You were listed on here. You're listed at 6'2", 250.
Right.
Wrestling in a dress and all that, and and you're a big dude. You go in there, you kick ass, you take names, and you're just you are the biggest badass to ever wear a dress in WWE, and that's for sure. And they
I
do
appreciate
something
the
like that.
compliment. I appreciate your, but I just got to tell you, it's your job as a media to portray this to the WWE and to portray it to the people out there, the fans, and get the word out. Bring Big Vito back to TV. Let him fight bully. Let him fight the bully. Let's see who wins. Because I bet you I've been a bully before bullying came out, and I was the baddest, biggest bully in the neighborhood of Staten Island that you ever seen. So if you really want to do things, people, and all the people out there in the WWE universe, okay, how about tweeting the Raw GM? Okay? How about getting on WWE? If all the fans that are angry like I am and the media that's angry, and this just doesn't go for myself. This goes for fighting for something, okay? Because for all the people out there who've been beaten up, who've been battered, who couldn't fight back. If you're fat, you're not good looking, you don't look right, you don't fit in, you wear glasses, you're ugly. All right, here's a chance for you to stand behind Big Vito and say, I'm gonna put my money on Vito and let him fight for the Big Vito You Can't Bully Me campaign.
Hell yeah, and it would actually make sense to have you go in there and go in there with a guy like CM Punk. CM Punk is a great example of someone that could really stand up for, the anti-bullying and all that, because the whole voice of the voiceless thing. I think now
exactly.
if the collective genius of all of wrestling media, Running the Ropes, for example, Wrestling News Live, SNS Radio Network, Wild Talk Radio, all these radio guys get together to get Big Vito in the WWE again, I think it would be a very positive message to send to WWE. Say, hey, we don't like the bullying, and to make sure that you people know we don't like the bullying, for someone like Big Vito to come in, let's do that. Let's have Big Vito come in, because if for him and CM Punk together could be the collective voice of the voiceless, to give us a spot, to give the kids who grew up bullied like myself, that went through all this stuff, all the bullying, to see someone get bullied, to see someone who came through like us, came through the hard way to get to where he's at now, to see something like that, and to see a big company like World Wrestling Entertainment just try and just destroy part of that dream that you had. Something like that, I think, would be a very positive message, and to really say, hey, we're done with the bullying. We're done with the collective bullying in professional wrestling, in all forms. And I think...
So that's a good point. And you know what? If you guys bring it out to the media, archive this, write it on paper, send it out to the press that I was on your show, get it out there to all the people, tweet it on Twitter, write the WWE Universe on Facebook, write the WWE Universe, to their website, call up John Laurinaitis down at the WWE offices, call up Joey Styles down at the WWE offices. What's the number? It's 203-353-8600, I think.
Something like
that.
Yeah.
All you people out there, yeah, Call up these WWE offices, people. Blow up their phones. You want to speak to Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon. You want to speak to John Laurinaitis. You want to speak to Triple H. You want to speak to Joey Styles, the maninCharges.com. 203-353-8600. I believe that's the WWE. If that's not the right number, look it up. Dial Stamford, Connecticut, okay, and call up and voice your opinion.
If that's not the number, the website. If that's not the number, the website is corporate.wwe.com. It's all on there. All the numbers are on there. So there you go. That's a good way to check it out. Corporate.wwe.com. So,
all right, and you can follow me on Twitter at Team NV.
That's right.
Okay, Team NV.
And I would love to. I would personally love to get you back on the big time. Back in WWE in the big arenas again. I think it would be amazing.
Because that's where I belong, and that's where I need to be, especially right now. Okay? Up Vito's dress. The dress equals ratings. Hey, WWE, what are you waiting for? Are you afraid of this bully?
I think you've just made a new trending topic. Up Vito's dress.
Up Vito's dress, the new trending topic for today.
There you go. Instead of boost to asses.
Instead of boots to asses, it's up Vito's dress.
There you go. There you go.
If The Rock's got something to say, you can send him down to PA.
There you go. So, is there any indie shows you want to promote to get people to know that Big Vito's still wrestling?
Well, guys, I've been still wrestling. I haven't stopped wrestling, and I'm very sad to say that because of this nonsense, 4 bookings that I had this month have canceled. 2 autograph signings have canceled because of this. Two bookings have canceled in January because of this. So you tell me where I'm standing right now. Negative press. It's good press. You know, any kind of press is good press. But to the people who believe in the WWE perception, if they think you're a turkey, then you must be a turkey. But if they think you're great, they're going to book you because WWE says you're great.
Well, hopefully with this interview, you'll be able to get bookings. I think you know what? I'm gonna have to get on the horn with some of my people in NorCal. I think there may be some bookings out you on the West Coast. If you're willing, I think I'll be able to get in the ear of a few people.
If you can hook it up, get it up.
Alrighty, that's Big Vito. Real quick before we let you go, let me go ahead. Is it cool if I get a liner from you real quick?
Get a what?
Get a quick liner just to promote the show.
You tell me the name of the show correctly, I'll try to do the best I can.
Okay, the show name is Running the Ropes, and we're on the Unchained Wrestling Network. So go ahead, do your thing. I want to hear Big Vito going on this. Running the Ropes on the Unchained Wrestling Network.
This is Big Vito, and all I got to tell you is listen to Running the Ropes on the Unchained Wrestling Network. That's Running the Ropes at the Unchained Wrestling Network. Because I'm the Pavarotti of hard shots to the body. That Paisan has got it going on. That blind Italian guy from SI. And it might be boost to asses, but for ratings, it's up Vito's dress. Go ahead and retweet that.
Awesome. All righty. Thank you, Vito. We'll get you on there. I promise I will talk to people. And if I hear anything, I will definitely let you know via Twitter, via phone, via whatever we got, for sure. And we will send this out everywhere.
If you put this on my Facebook, if you're not a Facebook friend request me at Vito LaGrasso on Facebook. If you have bookings that you have for me, contact me on VitoBookings@yahoo.com. Okay, I'm on AOL at Vito J LaGrasso. Okay, you can contact these guys. I work with Lightning Promotions, who's helped set this up today. And I want to thank Gina, the woman who made the phone call. Gina, I love you, baby. You set this up. We're gonna go far in this, and we're gonna rock wrestling and do what's right. We're gonna stand up to the bullies.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, Vito, we're gonna go ahead and let you go. Thank you for joining us today, and yeah, we will bring you we will amplify this for sure.
Thank you very much. Spread the word, guys.
All right. Thank you.